Hi, my name is Rob Banagale. I'm co-founder and CEO of Gliph. Gliph is a digital identity platform. What we aim to do is make your personal information more valuable and useful. Something we've seen so far in digital identity platforms is that, and internet services, it's hard to deliver value right away to people. So we focus on three things right off the bat: privacy, communication, and natural relationship growth. We think that these are things that actually truly matter to people, so we're building a service that specifically focuses on accomplishing these things right away. A couple of the problems that we're out to solve right away, I'm going to go over right now. So, who's used Craigslist in the last 3 months? Okay, Craigslist. Craigslist? Yeah, so a lot more hands. Craigslist, what we're doing with Craigslist is we allow you to conduct a Craigslist transaction without sharing your phone number or your email address. So, normally you give out, you exchange emails with about 8 or 9 people to get a couch size. We limit that to that single last person to help control your privacy on Craigslist. The other is in dating. Has anybody met someone in a bar in the past year that they didn't know, wanted to follow up with? Nobody? Well, this is a real problem, and actually we're out to solve that. Is that if you meet someone in the bar and you're not comfortable sharing your phone number with that person, but you want to text with them afterward, you can do that with Gliph. So let me show you how it works. We've got apps for the iPhone and Android, and also have a mobile web implementation as well. This is the iPhone view. First thing you do when you get a Gliph is you claim a Gliph. We use a symbol-based pseudonym at the highest level of our identity. We call these symbols artifacts. You pick 3 to 5 of these and they become the highest level of your identifier. Each one's unique, and once you settle on one, we ask for you to enter some information about yourself. Now this is all PII. We encrypt all this data, and you have a chance to set some of it publicly. We set it all private by default. In this case, Samuel Warren started filling out his sign-up. After you claimed your Gliph, and you have one, you can find somebody. So you meet somebody in a bar, you exchange Glyphs with them, you look them up, and you can see, oh, this person doesn't share anything publicly. So you make a connection request. You can tag them, so you can say, this person bought me 2 drinks and had a great sense of humor. That's personal to you, they don't know that. And then you can give an intro, something witty, hopefully, to kind of kick off the relationship. At that time, you can articulate the exact information you want to share with that person. So in this case, Samuel shared both his first name, his last name, and his Twitter address, but he didn't share his phone number because he's not quite ready to go there yet. This is kind of an activity view. This is the home view. So as you establish more connections with people, whether on Craigslist or otherwise, you can have a quick heads up of whose messaged you last, and it's really, really clear and evident. Here's a conversation view. So you dive into any one of these connections, you can see you have just a simple text conversation. And this is something new that we showed off at MIT Enterprise Forum. We allow people to make phone calls over voice over IP, so over 3G or Wi-Fi to somebody you don't know their phone number of. So if you get somebody's Gliph, you can make a call to them. It's pretty awesome. Here's some facts about things that we do. We encrypt everything. We use AES-256 encryption on everything. We treat users as people, not as numbers that we're accomplishing growth around. We seek real life stories evolving because of the tool that we've created. We're excited about our privacy policy. We love feedback from this audience. If you want to have a look. And we already offer data portability through a JSON export of your facets. We see some philosophical things since we are new. We see privacy as a continuum. This is not just for people who are out there, but also the way that we build technology inside the company and implement it. We also see privacy as a free speech issue, and that the tools we're creating have a chance to be used in ways that could change our world. Chris Poole used this quote at Web 2.0 in October of last year, where he said that identity is prismatic. We see this a similar way, in that you reflect your identity uniquely to the people that you meet, where you share only the information or the parts of you that are relevant to that context. That's not necessarily the case with a lot of internet social networking sites that are out there right now, and we're excited about the ability to articulate relationships and continue to build features that allow you to do that. We take storage of identity data as a privilege, and so our goal is to always build features and value that specifically leverage the information that we're collecting. So it's not enough to just share information, collect information for sharing, but to actually provide really cool things that you can do with it. Our monetization is through in-app purchasing first, so some value-added stuff that we're building into the app, but also by building a castle around users' personal information and allowing them to control the drawbridge between them and companies that they're interested in sharing their data with. I'm excited about our product team. We've got some really cool guys on here, but I want to call specifically our Android engineer, Eric Butler. He's the developer behind Firesheep. I want to ask for help while I'm up on stage. We are looking for advisors in the privacy and identity space, so I'd love to talk to you if you're interested in advising a startup. And also, I want to do one more thing. At PII, we're announcing 2 awesome new features. First, we're pin-based access to the app. If you use min.com, you can now know your app is protected if you casually leave at the table or offer somebody to take a photograph of you. The other is a really big deal. It's called Lockdown Privacy Protection. And what it allows you to do is disable password reset on our service. Now, this is a technical thing, but if you turn off password reset, what you've essentially done is cause Darth Vader to come directly into the room. No, what this really does is it allows you to conduct communications with somebody at NSA certified top secret level. And it cannot be decrypted by anyone except for you with your password. This is, we believe, a new bar for consumer-facing communications. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Thank you.
Great, thanks. Thank you. The Darth Vader, the Imperial March is the signal when you run out of time. So we'll allow one quick question if there is one. No? Okay. So come find Rob. Mary has a question.
So the lockdown feature that you have is totally encrypted?
Right. All our data is encrypted, but what this does is it removes the technical capability of anyone other than you with your password decrypting it. So if you think about it, any service that has password reset, if an administrative account is compromised, they could reset your password and get your data. Another thing is if a third party requests your data and they turn it over, they could decrypt it before turning it over. This removes that capability, so your privacy is protected at an ultimate level. Again, we think this is unparalleled, but if you have ideas of where this is at, we'd certainly like to hear other examples.
Okay, while Robert, stay up there one second. Robert Leschner, if you want to come up and get ready. Jim has tried to ask a question now for the second time, and I can't deny him. So.
That's okay. Just quickly, you mentioned that you encrypt everything that you're storing. Can you say anything about the key management? I mean, there are lots of services around that say they encrypt everything,
sure,
and there have still been breaches.
Sure. I encrypt everything. So this is a complicated issue, and implementing at first scale is challenging with cryptography. I'd say that key management is that all user data that you store personally, so let's say you create an account, you don't share any information, is encrypted with a key generated from your password. If you share data, when accounts are created, we create public-private key pairs, and we protect that data and encrypt it across the communication, across the sharing. So if somebody hacked our entire database, all records are encrypted with different encryption keys, including shared data at AES 256. So it's essentially completely worthless to the attacker, unless you've got a quantum computer.
Okay, great. Great. Thanks, Rob.